Welcome back to Reflections Radio, everyone. We talk a lot about the impact of stories. But have you ever stopped to think about how your own life story, the everyday moments, could actually have a ripple effect? Like reaching far beyond just you.
It's true.
So today we're going to kind of dive into why documenting your story really matters.
Okay.
And not just for ourselves, but for, the generations that come after us.
Yeah.
And what's pretty cool is that there's this website called LifeStoryPro.com.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
And they actually help you create like a beautiful autobiography
Yeah.
using memory prompts and things like that. It's pretty neat.
Okay.
So the first thing that we always hear about is strengthening family bonds.
Right.
Well, what's the real why behind that?
Well, sharing stories, it really does build more than just like a surface level connection, right? It creates this sense of belonging, like a shared heritage. For instance, imagine if you knew your grandma's immigration story, the struggles that she went through, her triumphs.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make you feel closer to her even years from now?
Oh, absolutely.
Like it just gives context to your own life.
It's like understanding where you fit into like the larger, family picture.
Exactly. And speaking of bigger pictures, that kind of leads us into preserving cultural heritage, which is another really important aspect of this.
Right.
Each family, they hold these unique traditions and customs and values. And, if those aren't passed down, they kind of just fade away.
Yeah. It's like losing pieces of a puzzle almost.
Exactly.
And that's where something like LifeStoryPro.com can be really helpful.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Because it prompts you to remember all these little details
Right.
that, make your family's story unique.
Yeah, like imagine your great-grandchildren reading about, your family's like quirky holiday traditions.
Yeah.
Or like the story of how your parents met. Those are the threads that really connect generations.
Yeah. Okay, so this next part is something that really intrigues me.
Okay.
It's the idea that your story can actually inspire future generations.
Right.
Does that feel a little grand? Like, is that too much?
No, not at all. I mean, think about it. Your experiences, the good and the bad, they become lessons for those who come after us. Like, for example, let's say, your ancestor faced some really difficult hardship during a war. Reading about that, wouldn't that inspire resilience in, their descendants?
Oh, absolutely.
It shows them that strength is possible even in the toughest of times.
Yeah, it's like that saying, we stand on the shoulders of giants.
Exactly. And by sharing our stories, we become part of that lineage, that chain of inspiration.
Yeah.
And it works both ways too.
Very interesting.
The younger generations can also teach us things.
Right.
Like their perspectives, they can bridge the gap between our experiences and theirs.
So it's a two-way street.
Exactly. Yeah.
We learn from each other. We strengthen those family bonds. We preserve our heritage. And it's all through just sharing our stories.
And with tools like LifeStoryPro.com, capturing those stories just becomes easier and honestly more beautiful.
That's true. It's not just about remembering. It's about creating that ripple effect that, goes on to impact future generations.
Yeah.
So what will your story contribute to the world? What ripples will you create? Think about it. And until next time, keep reflecting.
Bye, everyone. Bye.